Good morning, good evening, or good night. And what a day. What a night. I promised you, I guaranteed it. Vinny, J.K. McMahon, whatever the hell his name is, said, this is a Vinny Mac guarantee that Forest would beat Southampton because Southampton are going down. There is only one direction that team is going in, and Forest rise like the phoenix from the ashes. The only way is up, baby. You and me now. Forest are 15th in the league after they destroy Southampton. And Forest, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Premier League we go. Guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the player ratings. Welcome to the party. It's good to have you all on board. We will go through all the players in just a second, but let's start by hitting that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get those likes up. We had some record breaking numbers in the stream. I think we nearly hit 700 people in there with 350 likes. So let's get it going. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and get your WhatsApp videos in. I want to get your thoughts on the game. How are you feeling now that Forest will never, ever see that relegation zone again? Oh, I'm so happy. I promised you. Where are the guys? Where are my fellow Forest fans who were saying earlier in the day, you're gonna jinx us? You saw the video earlier on today. I said I'm guaranteeing us 3 points, and guaranteeing 3 points we did. Lemmy, it's good to see you up and about, buddy. I hope you are feeling much better. Guys, Lemmy's been ill. Show him some love in the chat, please. Our fellow FFTV guy who, of course, presents the greatest phone-in show on YouTube with The Locker Room with Megaphone Man. But where are you guys? Where are you guys who were saying, stop jinxing it? I even put on the Pinnacle, the Man City one. We destroyed Southampton. Okay, guys, get your thoughts in. Let's get into the player ratings and let's get cracking on with this. I'm so excited to do it. Let's bring the pitch up. As always, we will shout out the members' scores. We are going to start with the main man himself, Deano Henderson at the back. We'll also, for those of you joining late, we'll be updating the scoreboard as we go in. And don't forget, members, if you haven't seen the goal yet, it's in the community tab. It's been in there since the second it went live. Since the second it went in, sorry. If you want to check it out, you can check it out on the homepage of Forest Fan TV. Okay, here we go. Dean Henderson didn't have a single save to make the whole match. I think Southampton had. Actually, let me get the official stats up. We are nothing if not professional. In the whole match, they had 4 shots. 4 shots, all off target. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Let me look you guys in the eye. Let me look you Southampton fans in the eye. And let me remind you, 4 shots, 0 on target. Oh my, if you can switch that around, time first and then name. Perfect. So what do we give Deano? He had absolutely nothing to do. Do we score him average because the poor chap had nothing to do? Or should we give him something like a 7? Because let's face it, we're 15th. We're 15th in the league. We're 15th in the league. I'm going to give Deano a 7 because there's not much to say about it. He did his job. He did it fantastically. And he didn't have to do his job, let's be honest. 7 for Deano Henderson. What are you guys saying? Now I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of 10s. Michael saying, watch the goal to death and we'll watch it again later. Keep watching it in the community tab. It is there for you. Jason saying, Hendo 0 had 0 to do, LAMO. Phil saying, still on Sky goal repeat. It's a lovely goal. We'll get into the goal shortly. Gabrielle's become a super member. Super red even. Thank you so much for joining. Gabrielle, get your scores into the chat and we'll shout them out. Bobby giving Deano a 10. Can I just say, there's like 250 of you in here. 49 likes. Come on, guys. This is party time. Party time means get those likes up. Hit the like button if you haven't. Stoney, I'm looking your way again. I know you've forgotten. Deano giving Deano a 7.5 from him and Owen. Bobby giving him a 10. Carl saying had nothing to do, 8. Mark saying Hendo a solid 7. John giving him a 7. Brinley saying, I only think we had 1. Yeah, but Brinley, 1 is all it takes. As the great man himself said, it only takes a second to score a goal. Gordon, Michael saying, how are ya? Townsend saying Hendo would say 10 out of 10. He did what he had to do. 7 from Tim, 10 from Michael. Lemmy giving him a 2, 4, 6, 7 as well. 7 from Forest Ant. Confirmation there of Gabrielle becoming a super red. It is pinned in the chat. It's only 99p. Go hit that link if you want to support the Forest Fan TV, or should I say Forest Fan TV. You are more than welcome to. Mark says as we're 15, give a 15th, give everyone a 15 out of 10. Brinley gives them a 7. Tony gives them a 7. Jason saying the whole team's a 9. We won away, sod it. Last time I did that, you lot went crazy at me, right? I remember doing it against Liverpool. We're going to be professional. We are now. This isn't Wolverine anymore. This is Forest Fan TV. You know, the standards have risen. Laura saying we have lost a Forest fan earlier today. Bobby was his name. Sorry, guys. I didn't want to bring the mood down. See you later. It's sad to see. Sometimes we've got to remember there are bigger things than football going on. I hope it's not Bobby that me and you, Laura, have been talking to in the comments recently. I really hope not, but whoever it is, we send our deepest sympathies to the family, and our love and support is always available. Phil says, Dean worth a 7.5. Misky saying, I'm with Mark, 15 all round. Peter doing his Peter thing, 7.99. One Tree 2 Star saying a 7. Stoney saying, I'm not guilty. You liked it. There's a first. Gabrielle saying, Dino in 8. Easy day at the office. Stoney still confirming he liked it. Will Jones, Red Dog himself with the amazing bottle, has re-signed up to his membership for 4 months. Thank you so much for the 4 months of support. And saying love to Bobby's family and friends. Absolutely. I hope he's smiling down and he got to feel that result. Chris giving him a 7, and Zidane giving a 7. And Brittany saying 10. He deserved 10 against Liverpool. Calm down, boys, says Phil. Nah, not tonight. Look, tonight isn't going to be about the performance. Tonight, we celebrate. We are 15th in the league. Let's forget all the politics. Let's forget all the who's good, who's crap, who's whatever. Let's just enjoy the result and the feeling of looking down at the likes of Boring Mouth, West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Southampton, all of those. Let's look down and spit on them. Simon saying Hendo 6 did a weird turn early on. I got to say his distribution wasn't fantastic, but so be it. So Hendo with a 7 for me. And then let's start moving into the players that did impact the game. And let's move on to Serge Aurier. Serge Aurier. I mean, does this guy ever put a foot wrong? You can't say that he didn't have too much to do tonight. He was fantastic. Ollie, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Please do remember to subscribe to the channel, as we are just motoring up the subscriber numbers. We are now at 7,262. Thank you so much. Aurier, guys, it's like an average game for him is probably an 8. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, can I remind everyone, he was free. Last man in the door, first man on the team sheet for me. Brilliant. I mean, you can't get, I think he's improved Worrall. I think the way that he plays makes Worrall look a lot better. It's just brilliant. I love this guy. Spurs fans, they're dying to have him back. He's just too good. The whole Spence debate is like gone quiet because of Aurier and his performance today. He's a leader. I see him as a leader there on the pitch. He led tonight. And for me, he's a 9. He's a 9 out of 10 because his average, his standards are way higher for me than a lot of the other players. So he has to play really well to get a high score. And for me, he played really well, and he's going to get himself an absolute 9. And he's brilliant. And a candidate, I would say, for man of the match, but he is every single week. And I'm going to give him a 9. Let's just get it on the smaller board as well, just so we, have it there for the late joiners. And I'm going to confirm Serge Aurier is a whopping 9 out of 10 for me. What are you guys saying? Am I giving him too much credit? I don't know, because I'm seeing a lot of 10s here. Where are we? Where do I start? Who's the first one in here? Phil says Aurier a 10. Tim giving him an 8. Zidane asking, can Forest finish top 10? Forest going to finish top 4, baby. Top 4. Michael giving him a 10. Forest Ant saying 9. Brinley saying 9. Dino saying 9. Remember, if you want your score shouted out, just click on the pinned link. That will get you to the membership page. Use the silver membership if you want to pay 99p, or gold is $3.99. Either one will be shouting your scores out. Dino giving him a 9, so consistent. Townsend saying 8. Serge, what a player. Matt saying Serge is a beast, a 9. Immortal Wolf giving him a 9. Chris saying solid 8. Needs to stop shooting from outside the box. He can do what he wants, man. The way he plays, he can do what he wants. Zidane giving him a 10. Mark giving him a 9. Gabriel giving him an 8. Michael giving him a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. A perfect 10 from Michael. Stoney saying one of the main things I'm noticing is his attitude. He's always shouting at the team. He's passionate. It's amazing. He's a leader. He's an absolute leader. Bobby giving him a full 10 out of 10. So is Carl. Chocolate giving him an 8. I know Michael Scarpini is a free. I can't wait to get onto him. Peter giving Aurier an 8. Stoney saying 2, 4, 6, 8 out of 10. Worrall needs a strong right back, says Chucker. Forest Ant saying, loved hearing the Forest fans singing Surge's name, so deserved. Southpaw saying Surge lets them know when he's not happy. Lets them know when he's not happy, sorry. Jason saying Surge played that well, I won't even judge his 2 rows edge shots tonight. Hey, the thing is, man, he was killing the clock. That's what you're not getting, Jason. He was doing it on purpose. Immortal Wolf giving him a 9. Ryu agreeing with mine, giving him a 9 as well. Where did I get to? Southpaw saying 9, easy. Townsend giving him a 3, or is he just spamming that? Andrew becomes a super red. Thank you so much, Andrew, for joining the Forest family. Please get your scores into the chat and we'll get them shouted out for you. NFFC England giving him an 8.5. We got over 300 of you guys in here, but only 94 likes. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new so you can at least get going in the chat. Leo, I'm going to shout you out, mate, because you're always in the comments. And Leo has said, and Leo's fantastic. He says, Aurier is here for the long run, has so much passion, top 10 Prem fullback, easy 9. Dominic saying Aurier is such a good free signing, 8.5. Will saying, I like the way Surge bollocks the midfield when they make a mistake. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What's you giving him though, Will? What are you giving him? Did you give him a score? 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Cull is saying we played terribly tonight, but got the 3 points, so I couldn't give a damn. I'm fully on board with that analysis. I'm fully on board with that. Matt says he played like a man a foot taller. Man, he leaps like he's a goddamn salmon. He is amazing. Michael saying interesting, spent 140 million and our 2 best players cost us nothing. And Tim, the legend, has upgraded his membership to gold. Thank you so much for the support, Tim. John saying Aurier is a great signing, a 9. Townsend says Forest outsung them so much. I went on Portugal TV and could not believe we was away from home. Bro, the main reason that happened is because there was no Saints fans left. I'm not taking anything away from the Forest fans. I'm cussing down the Southampton fans because they just left. They just left. Bobby saying, Dino, Sergeant Major, we salute the Surge. Absolute legend. We're going to be here all night, guys, going through this, but I don't care because it's party time, baby. It's party time. Red Dog, Evening Reds, I predicted a 1-0 win. So did I on the Predictor League. And if you're not in the Predictor League, get in the Predictor League. It's so much fun. Freuler was very poor, says Turbo. We don't care. We're going to move on and we're going to go to Captain Worrall. To be honest, I thought the whole defense was pretty damn solid tonight. Let me just get up. Let's be professional here. Let's be professional. We can't go back to Liverpool mode here. We must be professional. And let's bring up Worrall as Lucky Robot becomes a member. Lucky Robot, thank you so much for becoming a member. I didn't, you know what I'd say about Worrall? I didn't really notice Worrall, and that's a good thing. There was a few headers that he cleared out. I think he was solid. I never want to notice my centre-backs. In a football match, not noticing a centre-back for me means they've had a good game. And for me, probably one of his better games of the season, to be honest. And, you know, let's be honest. Let's be honest. We weren't put under that much pressure. There was a little bit at the end. But no mistakes for me. No mistakes whatsoever. He's like a 7.5 for me. So do we put him down as an 8 or a 7? We won. He's getting an 8 from me. He's getting an 8. Let's put him up on the scoreboard and give Captain Worrall a captain's performance and an 8 out of 10. And you can see, and I mentioned it before, I think Serge Aurier, whoops, that's the wrong player. I think Serge Aurier, oh my God, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. There, we're correct. Serge Aurier really does help him perform, and it's fantastic to see. So, but I still bring Niakate straight back in. I mean, we're staying on the party mode. We're staying party mode. Okay, what are you guys saying? Where did we start? Phil saying Worrall 7.5 look much better tonight. Aurier gives him confidence. Fully agree with that. Andrew said, how hard is dry January before being a Forest fan? Oh my God, he's going full dry, teetotal. Gabrielle saying Worrall 7, he's definitely improving. I can't stand the long balls to Jono though, only worked last season. They were really good last season, but Premier League is a step up. Michael saying 8 for Worrall. Deano giving him an 8.5, his best game so far. I do agree it was his best game. Forrest Dan giving him a 7. Bobby Vegas giving Worrall an 8. Strong night. Mark giving Big Joe an 8. Tim giving him an 8 as well. And Townsend saying Worrall did okay in his opinion. He's giving him a 7. Immortal Wolf saying 9. Stoney giving him a 7. Will giving him a solid 8. Red Dog saying I'm up to 8th now in the Predictor League. Oh my God, man. You got to catch Twist of Fate, man. He's absolutely giving me pelters about it. Southpaw with an 8.5. Chock-a-Block with an 8. Worrall's learning off Aurier. John says he's giving him an 8. Brindley 7.5. Peter 7.5. The members are out in force tonight. Andrew's giving him a solid 8. Solid performance. Cleared it when needed. Have I missed anyone? Immortal Wolf saying no shots on target, at least an 8. I'll give him an 8. I think 8's a good score for him. Phil saying Cook 2 for not playing. Cook man of the match for not playing. But we're not going to be toxic tonight. We're not going to be toxic. Not that we ever are. We're just honest. All right, let's move on to Bollywood, man. Bollywood. The Beast. Big Willie style. Call him what you want. He's huge, isn't he? He's turning in. Look, the thing with Boly is he may not have the pace, but you can see he's got that defensive acumen, man. That defensive, I don't even know if that's the right word, but I'm going with it. And he's impressive. Now, I was harsh on him in the last game. I grant you that. I put some of the blame on the goal from him. But tonight, I can't fault him. I thought he was the best centre-back. I thought he was solid. Great performance. And a real brick and a real physical unit. And you've got to give a lot of credit to the reason Southampton got no shots on goal was because Bollywood was playing there. It's like he's out of a film. He was fantastic. Because I was harsh on him last game, I feel obliged to balance the books with him. And I'm going to give him, drum roll please, drum roll for me is going to be a 9 out of 10 for Bollywood. I just think he deserved it. I think he's brilliant. He for me, with Niakate, is my preferred pairing at centre-back going forward. Once Niakate obviously is back and fit, that's my preferred pairing, and that's the one I want to go with. I'm giving him a 9. I bet some of you are still going to say I'm being harsh on him, for sure. Over 300 in here, 119 likes. Let's get it up to 150, guys. I'm going to read your scores out, but my mouth is going dry, man. Guys, with all the content we're producing, I mean it when I say the FFTV team is severely lacking in sleep. So all we ask from you is a hit on the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and anything you can do to support us goes straight back into production. bringing these setups, bringing these screens, etc. We brought you direct from the match our Chris Kamara there in Ez, giving you how good was that? Did you guys enjoy the atmosphere after the game, hearing our beloved away fans singing their hearts out? We were right there with them. I hope it felt like that for you guys. Let me have a sip and we'll carry on. Much better. Much better. Okay, we've got Tony saying, need to update, have the side as the game finished. Oh, why has no one told me that? 2 seconds. You're right. You're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right. Hold on. In my excitement, I forgot. All right, live TV for you guys. Hold the phone. This will literally take me 2 seconds. And boom, as if by magic, we appease Tony. There's the team that started. Thank you, Tony, for pointing that out. I appreciate it. The rest of you, why were you so slow to bring that up? Michael giving Boly an 8. Forrest Dan saying Boly, Man Mountain won so many headers, 9 out of 10. John saying 9. Mark saying 8.5. Boly 8. Boly 8 from Peter and Chucker Blog. And from Townsend. Phil giving him a 9. Michael saying no Scorpion kicks tonight. That's why he scores so high for me. Gabrielle giving him an 8. Tim saying 8.5 to 9. Marie Kane saying Bolt 8. He was a bit like a Bolt today. Simon saying Boly was a 9 all day. Red Dog saying got my work cut out, but I'll try. We don't want a crappy Man United fan to win. You got him, bro. You've got him. Stoney saying 8 out of 10. Keith saying loving these CB ratings. Will saying Big Willie getting better game by game, 9 out of 10. Immortal Wolf giving him a 9. Southpaw saying Bollywood immaculate today, 8.5. Bobby saying Boly real defender. Andrew the legend has just become a silver member. Andrew, thank you so much for your support. Get your scores in. We are at 331 of you lovely Reds in here. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new, and there's confirmation of Andrew's membership. Do we still need a new CB? Says Townsend. I think we do, and I agree with you. Jordan says Boly definitely gets an 8. Red Dog saying Boly was a rock. Dino saying 9 for Boly. There's so many members, man. There's so many members. Thank you, Tony. 9 for Lodi. Oh my God, Marie's already on Lodi. Slow down, slow down. Are you guys on Lodi? Have I said I'm going to Lodi? All right, we'll skip on to Lodi. I want to say with Lodi, I told you so. I love saying I told you so because I'm always right. And you guys are slowly understanding that fact, right? When I say Lodi is sheer class, when I say Lodi is going to be so important for us, when I say Lodi is going to be the guy who helps us so much with overlapping runs and things like that, and he can defend. I know sometimes he can be a little rash in the tackles, sliding in and not staying on his feet, yeah? But it was one of his better games for me, and it was a scrappy game. This isn't the kind of game you would expect Lodi to shine in. And he was really, really good. And of course, I have Lodi glasses in. And, I just, oh my God, the memberships are going crazy as Emily becomes a silver member. Thank you so much, Emily. Welcome to the Forest family. Please get your scores in. Look, I'm going to be like fair. So you guys stop going Lodi goggles, Lodi goggles. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he was really solid today. I thought he played well both defensively and getting the ball forward. I think he was brilliant. And I'm just going to down dial him a little just to show you guys that my Lodi goggles are not on today. Let's see what you guys have to say. More importantly, how far off the mark am I with you guys? Okay, I've got to scroll up now. You guys started on Lodi before I did, man. What the hell? Crazy. All right, where's the first one? I think it was Marie. Marie gave him a 9. Southpaw saying thought Lodi had a good game, some strong tackles, 8. Chuckleblog Wolfie, how do you have time for a day job? I sacrifice sleep, guys. I'll be honest and straight with you. Look at the bags under my eyes. Anyway, enough about woe is me. This is party time. We're here to party. Red Dog giving Lodi an 8. Crazy Cat giving him a 9. Matt getting in there late with Bollywood, giving him a 9. Again, Andrew, thank you so much for becoming a member. Andy giving him a 9. Keith bigging up Andrew. Phil giving Lodi a 7.5. Couple of early gasps, but generally solid. John saying Lodi improves every match. Looks great when Scarpa. Oh, he said the S word. John setting me off with the S word, but he's giving Lodi an 8 as well. Mark giving him a 7. He struggled a bit with Walker Peters. Look, Walker Peters is a decent player. Chuckle-Block giving him a 7. Deano giving him an 8. Red Dog with the £5 super chat. Keep up the great work, Wolverine. Love the channel. Off to bed early start. Come on, you Reds. Thank you so much. You're so generous, mate. Thank you so much for the £5. It really helps with production and everything else on the channel. Dino giving the Lodmeister an 8. Townsend said, I'm starting to realize what you saw in Lodi. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so, man. Michael giving Lodi an 8. Gabrielle giving Lodi an 8. Andrew saying, big Lodi fan, but thought he struggled a bit today. 7. Jason saying Lodi a 9. For that awesome slide. Yeah, it was beautiful, wasn't it? Tim giving him a 7 at the back, 8 going forward. His strengths are going forward, but he can defend as well. He just needs to calm it down sometimes. Andy giving him an 8. Townsend saying an 8. Southpaw Red saying Lodi made some strong tackles. Bobby gone even further. Bobby's taken my Lodi glasses, grabbed his Lodi glasses, put them both on, given him a 10 and man of the match. Love it. Love it. And then Red Dog saying Lodi's starting to get his match sharpness now and getting used to the league. Remember, he's been carrying injuries as well. Okay, Forrest Ant as well giving Lodi an 8, and Matt giving Lodi 7.5. Still too many slides. That block at the end was immense though. And that's us caught up on the defense. Let's move into the midfield and let's start with Mr. Ryan Yates. So Ryan Yates, this is his kind of game. I think this game really suits him. You know, it's an ugly, battle-y kind of game. And I thought he was pretty good. Let me just set up the scores first. Oh crap, what did I do with the Lodi score? Oh my God. It's like you can tell it's getting late in the party. What did I give Lodi? Was it like an 8 or something? I don't know, maybe a 10? All right, let's get that up for the latecomers. And we move on to Yatesy. Yatesy, stop hiding. You didn't hide in the match. Where are you, bro? Where are you? There you are. We've got him up. It's his kind of game. You know what I'm saying? I like him for this type of game. If we're playing like a game where Forest is slicking it around and we're not having to break up play, maybe that's not so much his game. But for me, this was a great game for him, and he really got stuck in. I think he was trying to get himself another black eye. There was a few interesting challenges going down there. What have I missed? What's sad news? What have I missed? Anyway, we got some members to shout out. Thank you so much, Nibhia Singh. Thank you for becoming a silver member. I hope I pronounced your name right. Apologies if not. And of course, Emily, we've shouted out as well. Thank you so much for becoming members. Get your scores in. So yeah, back to Yates. This is his kind of game. I think he's perfect for it. I really do. And I think he was an 8 for me. I really do. I love the way he battled in there. He got stuck into them. They were trying to get at him as well. I think they tried, and he didn't rise to it. And that's what I liked. ACD Burnout, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. As we are like, if we can get to 7,300 today, talk about a crazy day. Talk about Forest rising in the league, and talk about FFTV rising through those subscriber counts. We're 45 away. Can we do it? Let's find out. And we're 30 likes away from 200 as well. Quick reminder before we shout out your Yatesy scores, because I already said mine, didn't I? I said I'm giving him an 8. Don't forget to follow both our accounts on Twitter if you want the Forest news feeds up to date. It is at FFTV High Press on Twitter. The mods will put it in the chat for you now. And if you want to follow the main FFTV account, it's at official FFTV on Twitter. I'm going to absolutely slate the boring math fans. Those ones who sent me all those mind the gap pictures after they fluked that win against us. And now I'm going to look down at them with disdain, with laughter. I am such a bad winner. I'm going to have so much fun on Twitter if I can keep my eyes open. If you want to see those conversations, go follow him on Twitter as well as at official FFTV. let's get into your scores with Yatesy. 8 from Michael, 7 from Chocker, 8 from P, 8 from John, 7.5 from Red Dog. Gabrielle giving Yatesy a 7. Michael saying Yates an 8.5. Solid, defendable, red through and through. Keith gives saying, damn, that sounds like some, I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Keith. Gerard saying Lodi at 8. He was 9. He was 8 until Scarpino. Scarpino. Hey, you can be as late as you want. Just save the S word. You're getting me too excited. I'm giving Yatesy an 8, saying he was a terrier. Phil saying, where's Phil? Oh my God, so many messages coming on. I can't keep up. This is crazy. Crazy. Where's it gone? All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to skip some. I don't know where I got to. Sorry. Phil says, I found it. Yatesy, lovely and scrappy, 8.5. Marie giving Yates 9, always gives 100%. We are 31 away from 7,300 subscribers. Please keep hitting that sub button if you haven't already. Tim 7, Deano saying 8 for Yates, 151 games in for us. Joined at 8 years old, will be a captain one day after Aurier. If you want your scores read out, just hit the link that's pinned to the chat. 99p gets you the membership with all the Forest player emojis. Townsend giving Yates an 8. Keith saying Trent and Scarpa. Mate, stop saying Scarpa. Stop saying Scarpa. Southpaw saying Yates does the dirty work well, 7.5. Bobby giving him an 8. Crazy Cat Lady saying 7.5 to 8. Gerard saying Yates was immense. A couple of little moments, not great though. It wouldn't be Yates if there wasn't any 9 for him. Fantastic. Southpaw reminding everyone, and let's take a moment to remember, we're 15th in the league. Stop the count. Stop the count. 132 Star saying an easy 8. Townsend saying, I have never known a player get slapped so much as poor old Yatesy. What a lad. Love him. Andy giving him an 8. Yeah, but I think he likes that, Townsend. I think that fires him up as well. Tim saying, can we have a minute's silence at the end of player ratings? Remember, Bobby, of course we can. Absolutely. Mark says, Forest only lost 2 out of the last 10 games in all competitions. Mark, you all laughed at me when I said top 4 at the start of the season. Now they're beginning to believe, in the words of Morpheus. So I've gone for an 8 on Yates, and let's move on to Freuler. Now, if I was going to be a little negative, I don't think Freuler was amazing tonight, if I'm being honest with you guys. I've got to be straight. I know we're in party mode, but I still have to keep the integrity of the channel, of the straight talkingness. And I don't think it was Freuler's best game. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm just whispering it a little because I still love him. I just don't think he's in the right position still. Started okay for the first 5-10 minutes. But outside of that, do you think he's carrying a knock? Because I didn't think he had his best game against Chelsea until the second half, where he really came into it and was brilliant. Maybe he's just like had too many games. Oh yeah, I've got to shout out the Discord as well. We've set up a Forest fan Discord. Forest fan TV, should I say, Discord. If you are young and hip with the kids, like you like me and you're 21 and you know what Discord is, go in there, join that link. It's going to be a whole community. You guys can talk to each other in there in the general chat. Go and celebrate the win. If you're still up for the party afterwards, get in that Discord and get chatting. Sorry, had to get it in there. And we're 16 likes away from 200. So get those likes up. Okay. I've got to score him. I don't know what to score him, man. If I wasn't in party mode, honestly, I'd give him a 5. That would be like, I think, the right score to give him. But I am a bit in party mode. Liam, I see you joining Discord there. Well done. I'll shout out those Discord joiners as I see them popping up. I'm going to give him a 6, man. I'll be honest with you. I think he's a 5 for tonight. But I'm going to give him a 6 because it's party mode. Let's see what you guys are saying. Michael's saying Freuler poor by his usual standards, a 6. Dina's saying 6 for Freuler, lost the ball, not the usual CDM performance. He's not a CDM. John giving him a 7.5. Tim giving him a 6. 5 from Chocolbrock from Freuler. Marie saying 6, not his best game. Forest Ant saying, I love Freuler, but today I'm afraid he had a shocker 4. Boo! Boo to Ant. Everyone boo Ant, but he's not far off. I would have given him a 5. Lord Flashout, I see you joining the Discord. Good to see you in there. Townsend giving him a 7. Gabrielle giving him a 6.5. Phil saying Freuler not great tonight, but I think he has more to offer at 7. Southpaw saying bad night for him, still out of position, a 7. I agree with that. Red Dog 6.5. Andy giving him a 7. If you want the scores read out, don't forget to click that members button at the top. One Tree 2 Star saying 7.5. As Rads joins the Discord, and Rads is down with the kids. Good to see you in there, Radsy. Choco-Block saying, what is Discord? Choco-Block, you're showing your age, man. You're showing your age. If you don't know what it is, click the link. It's really easy to understand and you'll love it. It's addictive. Michael saying Freuler didn't have a blinder, lost the ball a couple of times and gave away needless fouls. 6 from Mark, 7 from Peter. Phil saying 5 nah. Jordan giving him 5 or 6. Red Dog saying Freuler may be a bit tired after the World Cup. He does look a little leggy. He does. Random saying, come on, you Reds. Bobby giving Freuler a 6 as I can't read that against the red. Nicholas becomes a subscriber to the channel. Thank you so much. I can't get the words out of my mouth. And so does Declan Smith. Thank you so much. And we need 29 more of you beautiful 350 people that are in here. Firstly, please don't forget to hit the like, but subscribe to the channel and get your scores into the chat. There's so many here, man. I can't keep up. Where's the Discord link? Says Townsend. The mods are putting it in there. I'm sure they'll tag you to it, bro, so you can see it. Tim giving Freuler a 5. Crazy Cat Lady saying 7. Stan the man 5.5. Gerard saying not Remo's greatest performance. Caught sleeping a few times with the passing. Gives him a 6. Random saying just got in from work. How was the performance tonight? It was fantastic. And Andy upgrading his membership to gold. Andy, that is so generous of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And we are 1 like away from 200 likes. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. All right, so I think I'm being like, I honestly want to give him a 5, but I can't do it because one, I like him, but it's party time. Mangala, though. Mangala, I thought was poor in the Chelsea match. I thought it was one of his... Oh, it wasn't poor, but it wasn't one of his best games. Let's just get Mangala up. Tonight, I thought, again, this game suited him. That ball he played was... Oh, it was Scarpa-like. It was Scarpa-like in the build-up to the goal. He was brilliant, man. He was brilliant. And this 3 could be working. Maybe you could argue in a game like this... We needed Yates, Mangala, and O'Brien. Maybe that would have been the right combo. Maybe this pace of game wasn't right for Freuler. But for Mangala, this was his game. I think he works well in this, gets up and down really well. And that pass was beautiful. As Mellows becomes a member, my God, the memberships are going absolutely crazy. And Nagash, I see you joining the Discord. Thank you so much for joining. But Mellows, thank you so much for becoming a Super Red. Sorry, guys. I've been talking a lot of crap. What am I going to give Mangala? I think he's like a 7.5 to an 8. I can't be asked to put half scores in. I'm going to give him, because that pass was beautiful as well, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 because I love him. I think he's brilliant. One of the best signings we've had in the summer. And he's you know what? You got to remember as well, he's not had a proper run in the team. It's been broken up with injuries. It's been broken up with in and out of the team. That red card against Spurs, where he was looking fabulous. World Cup, obviously a break and play as well there. Give this guy a proper run out in the team. And obviously he is getting that at the moment. He's going to get better and better and better. But maybe if with hindsight, if you were to reselect this team, maybe you drop Freuler and put O'Brien in, and that would have been, you know, the crazy one for this. So anyway, guys, let's get into your scores. Maybe you think I'm being too high on him. Maybe you think I'm being too low. Let's get into it. I'm so tired. I'm seeing like triple vision. I'll try not to mumble and bumble the words as I read these out, but bear with me. Michael says Mangala an 8. Forrest Dank giving him a 7. John giving him an 8. Mark saying Mangala an 8. Gabrielle giving Mangala an 7. And 7. I mean, a 7. Red Dog saying Mangala's an 8. Tim giving Mangala a 7. Barbie giving Mangala a 7. Andy saying a 7. Gerard saying Mangala has had a very energetic performance like he usually has. I rate the Belgium highly, 8.5. I agree with your sentiments in terms of the way he plays 100%. James saying Boly, yes, and 9. Bro, you are way behind on the stream. Way behind. All right, that was quick. I got through the Mangalas. Let's move on to Jono. Ooh, Jono. I'm really pleased with him. Lord Flashard, I see you in there. Putting your uploads, the league table. Love to see it. Oh my, I'm sure has updated the league table in there. But let's who did I say is next? I forgot. Jono. Let's go Jono. All right, hold on. There's so many things I have to press. So many things. All right, clear the rating. Jono up there. Look, I'm so proud of Jono, man. I really am. I think he's improved. He's learned from his mistake, and it was a silly mistake. Jacqueline, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. What a cool name. Jacqueline Domingos. Oh, I've absolutely butchered it. I apologize. Nick Kirk, thank you so much for subscribing. And Carlos, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel as well. Look, he really did learn from his mistake at Chelsea. You saw him, well, if you haven't, anyway, all the members, the goal, by the way, is in the community page on the homepage, youtube.com/@ForestFanTV. Go to the community tab. If you remember, you get to see it in real time as it went in, but it's still there. In terms of Jono, there was the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, head risen, learned from the Chelsea mistake. The bad was the miss early on where he hit the crossbar. That was really, really poor. Really poor. And you'd add that into the ugly as well. But overall, there was a couple of times where he was getting in behind. Yeah. And you can tell that against that level of defense, he plays quite well. He does. It's when we get to the higher, harder game teams in the league, he's definitely struggling a bit. What we need from him is some consistency. I still feel Jono needs to be taken out the team. And I put Scarpinia in his place. And I'll cover that point with this. He's really young still. Yeah. We don't need to rush his progress. He will become the player we all know he's going to be. Just give him time. Let's not rush him. When you got other players with experience around him, like Scarpinia coming in, Gibbs-white is shining. Those kind of players, Freuler, he can learn from him. I think we take the pressure off him a bit. He's been built up too much because last season he played so fantastically. And I think we've put too much pressure on him. And I say, just let him develop at his own pace. So take him out of the limelight. He was good tonight. I'm probably going to give him, I think I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. That miss was really bad, but the assist was fantastic. And it was well weighted with the right curve on it and everything. But I don't want us to put pressure on him. As you guys are saying in the chat, he is one of our own. Let him develop at his own pace. Let's not over criticize. Let's not overhype him. Just take him out of the limelight for a bit. Let him learn from the other players and bring him in as he goes. Let's see what you guys are saying. But he is still quick, man. He is still quick. Okay, where are we? Oh, there's loads on Jono. I'm just going to scroll up. If I missed you and I've missed you, just put it back in again. I'll start with Forest Ant. Forest Ant said, Jono, bad miss, great assist, 7. Red Dog giving him an 8. Marie Kane saying it's beginning to look a lot like a team. Did like a team? Chocolate saying Jono 7, both good and bad. Phil saying Jono 8.5 tonight for not being selfish. Some good moments. Tim saying 8 just for looking up and passing for the goal. Andy saying we'll get better, I'm sure, an 8. Red Dog putting that lovely Jono emoji in. Bobby saying 8, great pace tonight. Gabrielle saying 7, good assist, went a bit crazy and got. But yeah, that booking was what the hell, man, on that as well. I forgot about that. Marie saying Jono hopefully finding his confidence again, an 8. Who else we got from the members? James saying Jono should have scored earlier. That was a bad miss. Luckily, it didn't cost us a 7. Chuckablock saying, I thought he was going to be sent off. Mark giving him an 8. Would have been higher if it wasn't for that miss, and he got himself needlessly booked. Jared saying one of his best games in a while, was unlucky not to have his name on the goal sheet, an 8. Gabrielle saying, can Scarpa play on the left wing? Yeah, he can play left, middle, or right. Michael saying, spot on, Jono on bench. Andy saying, never seen him nasty. And then I see you, Night Shadow, sliding into the Discord there. Don't forget to join the Discord, guys. Crazy Cat Lady saying 10. He's real bloody hell. He's really come on, and you can see his confidence coming through as well. Gareth, how are you, mate? Phil saying should have played Jono's second half. 70 young legs. Should have played Jono's second half. 70. I don't know what you're on, bro. I know you've been on something, though. Andy says pace frightens everyone. Mab saying John 07. I know he's got that. I want him to bulk up a bit, get a little stronger. We got 350 of you guys in here, 225 likes. Push it up to 250, guys. Let's push it up to 250. And the sub count, we are 22 away from 7,300. What a crazy night. What a party night it is here. JP saying need to keep his head, but an 8 tonight. Southpaw saying MG Dub wasn't really a threat at all. Southpaw's already on MG Dub. Phil saying Scarpa. All right. I don't know what you lot are saying, but we got to the bottom. All right, I've given John a 7. And let's talk about Morgan. I think he was a little quiet tonight, I gotta be honest. Not as impactful as he usually is, but remember, he is coming back from an injury, and an injury they've rushed him back from as well. Let's not forget that. As Owen becomes part of the family, thank you so much, Owen, and Kerry becomes a sub to the channel. Oh God, we got a few coming in here. Let's shout him out first before we get into gibbs-white. Kerry, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Marcus, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Jay Glenson, thank you for JGL. I think I was right the first time. Jay Gleason, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And again, a massive thank you to Owen for becoming a member. Yeah, so for me, Morgan Gibbs-White, I kind of, if I'm being honest, it probably wasn't his strongest game that I've seen for him. And yeah, I know it shocks you guys that, God forbid, Mr. Wolverine with his goggles on. It wasn't fantastic, but he wasn't bad. He was average. For me, I'm going to give MG Dub a 7. I don't remember too much involvement in him, to be honest. But I still think he's a pivotal role going forward. Pivotal for it. But don't forget, he's just come back off an injury as well, having been brilliant at Chelsea. I don't think there's too much to say about MG Dub. I don't want to spend too long on him, even though I could spend all night talking about him. I think 7 for me. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you put some 6s in there, but for me, it's a 7. I don't know. Maybe some of you think he's a little higher. Let's have a quick shout out on some of the scores from the members of this. Red Dog saying a 7. Mark giving him a 7.5. Owen saying at last missed most of the show trying to do that subscribe. Appreciate you. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Phil saying MG Dub not the best, but still lame. 7.5. Andy saying 7, still our best player. Chocoblock saying MG Dub the BMW, but only a 6 or 7 today. Tim giving him a 6.5 to a 7. Marie saying MG Dub 7, a bit off the boil. Forrest Ant giving him a 7. Southpaw saying Rip Bobby, one of our own. Absolutely. Gabrielle saying MG Dub 7, off game, but can't always rely on him to make the difference. Exactly. Other people have to step up, and today, well, we'll talk about him in a second. Keep saying MG Dub and Freuler had lunch together. Dodgy sushi. Crazy Cat Lady says MG Dub should have been benched to rest after the injury. Cooper should look after the injuries better. Interesting point. JP say, yeah, agreed. A quiet night for MG Dub, but 7 seems fair. James saying MG Dub's our best player. He can't be outstanding all the time. And Dina said, did you see Freuler pushing Cooper at the end of the game? No, I didn't, man. Really interesting. Bobby giving MG Dub an 8. Gerard saying MG Dub was quieter than his usual self and gives him a 7. JP says, yes, Dean, but they were laughing right after. Okay. Don't scare me. Mark says, looks like Nathan Jones falling on his own sword with his post-match comments. The blame lies solely with me. No, it doesn't, Nathan Jones. You are a cracking manager. You will take Southampton down to new heights. New heights. Oh, what a pun. What a pun. So please don't sack him. Please don't sack him. All right. So that's MG Dub done. We've gone through your scores. Let's move on to Awoniyi. This guy's getting better and better for me. He looks fit. He really looks sharp. He really looks fit. And he's still being played out of position. I think he played well on the left. But you can see his nature was dragging him into the middle. And he's getting in the right positions. He should be on a... he should have had another goal against Chelsea. Sorry, he should have scored back-to-back games now if Jono had. It was literally an identical situation to the Chelsea one. He could have been on back-to-back games with goals now, but he's getting in those positions and he is finding space. I think he was brilliant and I think he's getting stronger and better and I like him, but I don't like him on the left still. I can still see him drifting into the middle, which will cause an imbalance going forward. It's still not the right position for me. He scored the goal. He won us the 3 points. How many times for those? I know there's those of you that don't like him. I know, but I still call him Moneyball. He doesn't have to look pretty. He scores the goals. Yeah. Just think about this. How many of his goals have been match-winning goals? I think back to the West Ham game. I think back to the Liverpool game. You think back to this. You can already argue just from those 3 games. His goals have given us 9 points. I think, and that's what a striker does. They don't have to be brilliant, but they have to score goals if they're not being brilliant. And he's doing that. And he's playing out of position. I see him at the moment as a bit of a bulldozer. He's ramming his way through those defenders. They can't handle his strength. I'm going to give him a 9. I'm getting a little giddy. I'm getting a little thirsty. I'm definitely getting tired. But I think he's a 9 for me. What say you guys? And that's him out of position. You know what I'm saying? I still don't like that. I still don't like that left side. Let's see what you guys are saying. Michael's giving Awoniyi an 8. Tim saying a 9. Marie saying Awoniyi was class at 9. Chuckblock saying an 8. Michael giving him a 9. 8 from Deano. Forest Ant saying Taiwo loved his work rate tonight, a 9. Gabrielle giving him an 8. Red Dog giving him an 8. Taiwo gets a 9 from James Cunningham. Crazy Cat Lady giving him an 8. Andy giving him a 9. Southpaw saying an 8. Owen giving him a 9. Barbie giving him an 8. Have I missed anyone? Mark saying 9.5. Random saying plays with a smile on his face. JP is saying he's beginning to use his physicality. That's the key, JP. That's absolutely the key for me, his physicality. And he's an 8 from JP. Jared saying who put the one in Awoniyi? He's becoming our unplayable player at 9. And that's caught up with the members. Okay, so let's move into the substitutions. And I'm just thinking, I can't freaking remember who got subs. I've got it here somewhere. Was it Colback that came on first, wasn't it? Am I right in thinking that? Can you, what? Go away. Go away. Not you guys. You guys can stay. Was it gone? No, I'm sorry, but I'm not giving Colback a 10, man. I mean, come on. You guys are just trolling me on Colback. So the subs, just quickly running through them. It was Colback first, then Sam Surridge and Scarpa, and then the 2 left backs. We're not going to spend long on this. Look, we're going to keep the substitutions the normal way we do it. If a sub comes on and doesn't have like a worldie, then obviously they just get like a 5 or a 6, which is fine. It's just an average score for those of you maybe joining us for the first time. So Colback for me. Oh, he's hiding behind Awoniyi there. Colback for me, just a solid 6. I still don't. So I need to get to the bottom of why Colback gets in ahead of O'Brien. Still baffles me. It really does. But Colback is 6. The next one was Sam. Sam was all right when he came on. I'd probably give Sam just 1 point higher than Colback. I felt He was doing more, was a bit busier. He is probably leaving us for either Burnley or or Sunderland. We'll have further updates for you in the transfer videos over the next few days anyway. But I'm going to give him a 7. Remember, subs will always score slightly lower. But for me, the reason I'm racing through them is because finally, Mr. 31, Mr. Skater Boy, Mr. Savior, Mr. Amazing, those 2 passes were so sublime. Like, how many times this season have we seen just like passes just punted? They weren't passes, they're punts forward. Yet this guy comes on, his feet are still cold, and just whips these balls across, man. It's just ridiculous how good he is. I'm still annoyed that he didn't start. I'm not going to lie. I'm annoyed he didn't start. And I'll say it straight. Yeah. We won the match, so who cares? But it's the whole toy analogy. New toy, shiny new toy, and what have you. But he's so good, man. And he has to... Well, we got Blackpool next. The problem is he probably will start against Blackpool. And I don't really want him to, because I'm scared he'll get injured or something. Because Blackpool look crap. The passing's brilliant. He had a shot blocked on the edge of the box. It was going like a rocket and was going into the top corner. Scarpa, I think I'm going to give him a solid 12 out of 10 because he's just brilliant. And I finally got to see him and I love what I saw. And it was brilliant. JP, you're not funny. You're not funny, mate. You're not funny. So a solid 12 out of 10 for Scarpinia. And he... Can you just imagine once he's had a couple of games out under his belt, he'll be getting like 15s and 20s out of 10. He's just so good, man. And I can see the 10s coming in from you guys. I think you're underscoring him. Phil gave him a 9. Would have been an 11 if he scored. Now, I mean, with a goal, he'd be 1,000 for me. We are so lucky to have him. I'm more tired than cranky JP. I got cranky because he didn't start. I'll tell you that. I agree with what Owen's saying. Scarpa and MG Dub in the same team, and I still think there's a place for Dennis, even though he's probably gone. I just think that's a hell of a combo. So 12 out of 10 for Scarpinia for me. What a player. Finally, we get to see him. All right, then you got Nico Williams and Toffs. I thought Nico Williams was all right. He showed a little strength towards the end when he was holding off. It was a late Southampton attack. Held him off quite nicely, got the ball clear. I think he's just a solid 6, a good solid substitution performance from him, which technically means he was half as good as Scarpinia, but sorry, Nico, Scarpinia is Scarpinia. And I'd say the same with Toffler. Again, remember guys, at least I do, I slightly changed the scoring system when it comes to substitutions because it's harder for them to have an impact on the game. I will go the same with Toffolo. He looks all right when he came on. He's always been quite good. I think it's hard on him that he can't get into the first team. But we got Lodi in it. So I'm going to give him as well a solid 6 out of 10. All right, we've got the man of the match and the, what do you call it to do? What's the other thing we do on this? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, I can remember. The manager. Let's talk about Steve Cooper. Coops, get your ratings in on Coops for me. Oh crap. Look how it's all falling apart now, man. It's all falling apart. I'm crashing. I can feel the energy levels slightly dipping. You guys need to reboost me with a few more likes. Get me up to 250 likes. Let's reboost the energy and let's keep the party going. Cheers, everyone. I'm gonna score him down a point for not starting Scarpa. First of all, I'm scoring him down 1 point. I've been like so longing to see Scarpinia. So off the bat, I'm scoring him down a point. This was a performance though that suited Cooper. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to grind these ones out. You gotta say, Southampton look like a championship team. They're going down. Hence Southampton. Love it. But this is Cooper doing what Cooper does best, grinding that result out. He knows Nathan the Bell and Jones quite well. We've obviously played against him last season when he was at Luton. So my score for Cooper, Job done. Well done. We take 3 points. We doubled our goal difference. These are all positives we can chuck into the pot with the Koopmeister. But for me, I got to mark him down for a couple of things. I'm going to mark him down for not starting Scarpa. And also this whole Colback ahead of O'Brien. This needs explaining. I don't know what's going on there. Quick reminder, make sure you're jumping into the Discord where I put the Discord link. This is just solely a Forest Discord. Pure Forest fans in there. Get chatting to each other in the general chat. I'll be in there. We'll be chatting away with you guys as well. So jump in the Discord. I'll shout you out as I see you jumping in. So for me, I'm going to give the Koopmeister a 7 out of 10. It's mainly because I'm annoyed about Scarpa. I'll be honest with you. He didn't do too much wrong. It's the Scarpa Colback thing for me. Outside of that, I felt like we were comfortable. But, the other thing I didn't like was we were playing too deep in the second half. We went to kind of Chelsea first half in the second half. If I'm being straight and honest with you guys, and I'm just talking, shooting straight, shooting from the hip, as they say, I think that we could have, if we really, really were in a nice groove, we could have got 3 or 4 past Southampton easily. And it was just, I see you, Death Watcher. Good to see you in there, joining the Discord. But yeah, I think if we were in a groove, the handbrake could have come fully off and we would have tonked him 3 or 4-0. The problem is, Cooper needed that win so badly away from home to get that monkey off our back. So I understand it at the same time, but I still want to see him playing the tactics as he did in the championships, in terms of not the tactics, but in terms of the, what's the word I'm looking at? The mentality. The mentality needs to be like more aggressive when we're coming to get up against these crappy teams like Southampton. So for me, Cooper is a 7 out of 10. Let's do man of the match. We can't keep giving it to Aurier. Who do we give it to? Let's do a little vote in here. Let's get some candidates. I'll give you the candidates, and then we'll do a quick little poll on it as well. My candidates are going to be Awoniyi, Boly. I don't want to put Aurier in, but he is a candidate for the man of the match. So, all right, we'll put Aurier in as well. And I think... So we got Awoniyi, Aurier, Boly. And I'm gonna chuck Yates in as the 4th candidate. So let's from now on, I think maybe we do this as a team effort. We'll agree on man of the match. If everyone's happy with that, so let's go man of the match. We'll go Boly. Oh man, spelled something slightly rude now. Boly, Aurier, Awoniyi, and let's chuck in Yates. So get your votes in, and we're gonna do the Forest family man of the match. Get your votes in quick. Let's not clown around here. I think I know who I would go for. I'm not gonna look. You'll know if I look right. I'm looking at the poll screen. So I'm gonna say for me, and I don't want to influence this. Not that you guys actually care what I say, but I'm going to go with Boly as my man of the match. That's what I'm saying. Let's have a quick look. Wow. 48% at the moment have gone for Boly, 11% for Aurier, 41% for Awoniyi, and no one's gone for Yates. I thought there'd be a few Yateses in there. So... Awoniyi is making a comeback. 48%. Oh, this is getting interesting. 48% Boly, 41% Awoniyi. I'm going to give it 30 seconds, and then I'm going to close the vote. So get your votes in quickly. 10 more seconds. Oh, it's 3% in it. Boly's on 46. Taiwo's on 43. Is it going to be overtaken? 10 more seconds on this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Boly gets the vote. And Boly was my man of the match as well. So GG's to the chat. I agree with you on Boly as man of the match. What a brick. What a solid performance he was. Okay, guys, next up is going to be some live streams tomorrow for you guys as we dissect this game and we laugh at Southampton. We've got, of course, the daily transfer video coming in. I can't believe how many subscribers we've had tonight, how many members and how many everything else. It's been absolutely crazy. I hope you've enjoyed all the content. Forest Fan TV is going to be going from strength to strength. I mean it when I say you've seen nothing yet. We got some crazy shit lined up for you guys. It's going to get better and better. So stick with us. Keep supporting us. I hope you're enjoying the content. And there's going to be so much content day in, day out. All we ask in return is you like the videos, you subscribe to the channel, try and watch as much as the video as you can, because that does help as well. Even if you just have it on in the background, it really does help us. It really does in terms of the time you commit to it on YouTube. Ross, thank you so much for subscribing. We're going to wrap it up there. I'm going to go and eat something. I'm going to go scream because I'm so happy. Just to remind everyone, Nottingham Forest are 15th in the league. Go join the Discord. Oh yeah, a couple other things. Please follow us on Twitter. We need, because we got some collaborations we're trying to do on Twitter, but we need more numbers on Twitter because our numbers aren't represented very well. So FFTV High Press for the news and official FFTV. Please, if you don't mind, take a second, click those links and support us on there. Boys, what a night. 15th. Boys and girls, sorry. Oh my God, man. I'm almost sounding sexist here. Boys and girls, what a night. What a stream. What a day. As Gabby jumps into the Discord. Jump into the Discord. There's so many places. There's so many things. The content's crazy. Enjoy whatever content you want. But just hit the likes and subscribe from our end and give us your support. And your feedback is so important to us. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow. Come on, you Reds. 15th.